Good morning, everyone. I hope I'm audible to you and my screen is visible to you. Okay, great. So today's lecture will be dealing with loops. Okay, some basic loop structure we'll be learning. So what we'll be learning in this class is the while loop, the do while loop, and the for loop. Right? So imagine that you have been given a task to accept two numbers and display the numbers between the particular range. Assume that I have entered I as 1 and the j as 5, then I should be in a position to display the data between I and j. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to say while I is less than equal to, okay, is the braces and display the content by saying system.out.print. What does system.out.print do? We'll display it on the same line. We'll display it on the same line. But this will give me an infinite loop. So what I have to do? I have to do something like this, I plus plus. Okay. And let's remove the spacing. This is the end of the main and this is the end of the class. What I'm doing is, for the illustration purpose, I'm using an online compiler. Okay. So click on the run. When you click on the run, what will happen is it will ask you for the two values. Let's assume we have entered the values as 1 and we have entered the value as 5. So what it should do is it should display the content between 1 and 5. Let's run it again and enter the value as 10 and 15. What it should do, it should display the data between 10 and 15. What is the first step over we do is we declare two variable I and j. Okay, I declare a scanner object. I accept the data for I and j. Okay, you may ask that I haven't closed the scanner object. Since it's an online compiler, I have not written it, but ideally you should be writing it as we have seen in the Eclipse. So how does a loop work is while, then in this bracket I should write a condition which will give me true or false. So assume that I have entered the value of I as 10 and the value of j as 15. Is 10 less than equal to 15? Yes. What I should do? I should display 10. I plus plus makes it 11. Is 11 less than equal to 15? Then display 11, then 12, then 13, then 14, then 15. When it becomes 16, is 60 less than equal to j? No, so it will come out. So my first question to you is, what does I plus plus do? I plus plus will increment the value of I by 1. Okay, instead of I plus plus, can I write plus plus I? Yes, we could write plus plus I. It is one and the same. It is one and the same. For example, if I run it and type 10 and 15, it will display 10 to 15. So on an independent statement, whether I write plus plus I or I plus plus, it should be one and the same. It should be one and the same. Is it clear to you? Is the first program on the while loop clear to you? Yes, no? Okay, great. Thank you. What will happen if I remove the braces? I have done something like this. What should happen now? I said while I less than equal to j, one space, then system dot out dot print I, then plus plus I. What should happen? I need some responses in the chat window. What will happen if I do something like this? Okay, let's run this and see what happens. Let's enter 1. Let's enter the ending number as 3. And what it does is it prints an infinite loop. It prints an infinite loop. And at some point of time, it will come out. So what is happening in this case is 1 less than equal to 3? Yes. Print the contents, which is 1. Then what will happen again? It will go on the top. Is 1 less than equal to 3? Then again print 1. Is 1 less than equal to 3? Then again print 1. It won't come over here. It won't come over here. So if you don't enter a brace over here, it means only the next statement has to be executed. That means display 1 1 1 1 1 continuously. Clear? Understood? So do not say it's an error. There is no error in the code. Only thing what is happening is this code is executed. Is I less than equal to j? Display the value of 5, which is 1. Then is 1 less than equal to j? Yes, again display 1. So keep on displaying the 1 again and again. No error. That means this code is not a part of it. Hence, you should be very careful in placing the braces. So what does the braces indicate that? The braces indicate that for the particular condition, whatever you type between the opening brace and closing brace, that will be executed. Is it clear? Understood? Yes, no? If I skip the braces, then this is a loop. Since this is a loop, what will happen? There is value of I will never get incremented and it will keep on displaying the value of I infinite time. Hence the answer is I will be displayed infinite time. If you want to avoid it, if you want to execute the multiple statement, then we should put it in the braces. So we could write brace over here and we could write a brace over here. I hope it is clear to you. Now, watch very carefully. While I less than equal to z, system.out.println I plus equal to space, and here what I am doing, very carefully, have a look over here. I am doing something like this. While I less than equal to j, system.out.println I plus something like this. Okay. So what will happen in this case is, carefully please pay attention. What is the value of I? Let's assume it is 1. What is the value of j? Let's assume it is 3. How do I write a comment in Java? By using something called as a front slash. In Python, we use a hash or the pound, hash symbol. In case of Java, we use something called as a forward slash. While I less than equal to j, what is this? This is a post increment. That means what it should do? It should display 1. Is 1 less than equal to 3? Yes. Display this I plus plus, this I plus plus is a post increment. That means display the value of I, which is 1. Then go back because there are no statement and there is no brace. Control comes back. At this point, it becomes 2. Display the value of I, which is 2. Then go back. At this point, it becomes 3. Is 3 less than equal to 3? Yes. Display the value of 3. When it goes back, it becomes 4. Is 4 less than equal to 3? No, it comes out. That means the same display 1 to 3 could be achieved by writing something like this. While I less than equal to j, display the values 1, 2, 3. Let me run this again to show it to you. Let's enter 1, let's enter 3. Okay. And here what happens? It displays the same output 1, 2, 3. Is it clear to you? What is this I++ called? It's called a post increment. It is called a post increment. Kindly type yes or no in the chat window whether you have understood this. Clear? Okay. Thank you. Now let's remove this I++ and let's put plus I. My question to you is, if I do something like this, then what should be the answer? Assume that I have entered 1 and 3. So what is I? 1. What is J? 3. Is 1 less than equal to 3? Condition is true. What does plus I give me? Plus I will give me the value as 2 because it's a pre-increment. Control goes back. What is the value over here? 2. Comes back. Plus 3 makes it 3. Makes it 3. Goes back. Is 3 less than equal to 3? Yes. Plus I makes it 4. Makes it 4. So when I run the code, what should happen is I enter the value 1, I enter the value 3, and then it should give me 2, 3, 4. It should give me 2, 3, 4. Is it clear to you? The post increment and the pre increment difference is clear to you? If you have any doubts, raise it right now. Post increment means display and then increment. Pre increment means first increment and then check the condition and display. Are you with me? Okay. First question to you. What will happen if I do something like this? What should be the answer? For the clarity, I am giving something like this. While I++ less than equal to j, what should be the answer in this case? Let's try to understand this. What is I? 1. What is j? 3. What is this expression? I++ less than equal to j. Is it a pre or post? Post. That means at this point, the value of I is 1. The value of j is 3. Is 1 less than equal to 3? Yes. When it comes down, this post increment will make the value of I as 2. Will make the value of I as 2. Control goes back. Okay. Is 2 less than 3 less than equal to 3? Yes. This post increment now will again come back, and now what should be displayed? It should display 3. It should display 3. Control goes back over here. Is 3 less than equal to 3? Yes. Now this post increment makes the value as 4 on the next line. Is 4 less than equal to 3? No. So what should be the answer? It should be 2, 3, 4. Let's check it. So the answer is 2, 3, 4. The answer is 2, 3, 4. Are you with me? Have you understood? Okay. So kindly दिव्यांशु ऑफ कर दो मॉनिटर आपका स्क्रीन ऑन है So we realized that we could play with the while loop by using a pre-increment and post-increment. Let's ask you a test question. What should be the output if I do something like this? I plus plus and j minus minus. While I plus plus less than equal to minus minus j, what should be the answer? Think carefully. The value entered is 1 and 3. The value entered is 1 and 3. What is the value of I? It is 1. At this point, what is the value of I? It is 1. Okay, but j is pre-decrement. Since it's a pre-decrement, what should happen? It should become something called as a 2. It should become something called as a 2. Is 1 less than equal to 2? Yes. So when it comes down, this post increment should make the value of I as 2. So it will display the value as 2. It will display the value as 2. Control goes back. What is the value of I? It is 2. What is the value of j? It is 1. Is 2 less than equal to 1? No. So what should happen? It should give me the answer as 2. It should give me the answer as 2. 1, 3. And the answer is 2. I hope it is clear to you. Is it clear to you? Okay. What will happen if I do something like this? Tell me the answer. While I plus plus less than equal to j minus minus. Let's try to understand this. What is I? 1. What is j? 3. When it comes over here, what is the value of I? 2. What is the value of I? 2. Okay. At this point now, what is the value of I? 2. What is the value of j? Because of the post decrement, it is 2. It is 2. I hope you understand this. When it goes back, what happens? It is 2 and 2. When it comes down, what value I am displaying? The value of I. What is the value of I? Post increment. That means it will make it 3. It will make it 3 and so on. I hope it is clear to you. 2 and 3. Are you with me? Okay. What will be the answer in this case? If I have entered 1 and 5. Do not run the code, just try to answer it. Take 1 minute and then answer it. Let's enter 1 and 5. Okay, so if you enter 1 and 5, the answer is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. It is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, so kindly pay attention how it is working. We entered the value as 1, we entered the value as 5. So at this point, what happens? I is 1, J is 5. Yeah. So what will be printed over here? The value of I. What is the value of I in this case? This I plus plus made it 2. Because of the post increment, the value of I which was 1 became 2. This value of I because of the post increment when it went on top became 3. Yeah. At this point, J plus plus which was 5 at this point became 6. We are not displaying the value. I'll change the code so that it is clear to you. And let's run it again. So if we look at the output, what is the first answer? Let's see. I is 1, J is 5. While I plus plus, that means what is the value of I at this point? 1. What is the value of J at this point? The value of J is 5. Okay, when you come back over here, what happened? This I plus plus makes the value of I which is 1 as 2. Value of J which is 5 at this point becomes 6. Why? Because of the post increment. See, both are post. But there is one trick over here. Here again I am using a post increment. That means when it went on top, this post increment made the value of I as 3. And the J was 6. Is 3 less than equal to 6? Yes. This post increment makes the value of I as 4. Okay. And the value of J because of this post increment makes it as 7. When we go on top, this post increment makes the value of I as 5. Okay. And the value of J is 7. When we come down, what happens is because of the post increment it becomes 6, and because of the post increment it became 8. But when we went on top, this I plus plus incremented this to 7, and this became something called as a 8. Is it clear to you? So unless and until you practice playing with this particular pre-increment and post-increment, you are going to struggle with it. So are these some of the examples on the while loop clear to you in terms of MCQ? Is it clear to you? Attention. Now for requires 3 parts. The for loop requires 3 parts. Okay. The first part is accepting the data. The second part is the condition. The third part is increment. So let's assume we want to display all the values from 1 to 5 using a for loop. For loop requires a 3 part. In the initial part, what you want to do? I don't want to do anything because user has already accepted the value. Write a semicolon. Then what is the condition? The condition is I less than equal to 5. And then, I less than equal to J. And over here, I plus plus. And over here, I plus plus. What you want to do? I want to display the value. System.out.print. What you want to display? I. How it works? I is 1. J is 5. First part is initialization, which you already done. So no need of any data over here. Skip it. What is I less than equal to J? Is 1 less than equal to 5? Yes. So it will execute this statement. So what should be displayed? 1 should be displayed. Then the control goes to the last part, I plus plus. What is I plus plus? Post increment. What will be the value of I? It will be 2. Is 2 less than equal to 5? Yes. Display 2. Then it goes back over here. I plus plus 3. Is 3 less than equal to 5? Yes. Display 3. Then I plus plus 4. Is 4 less than equal to 5? Display 4. Then I plus plus 5. Is 5 less than equal to 5? Display 5. Run it now and let's enter the value as 1 and 5. When you enter this, it will display 1 to 5. 1 to 5. Is it clear to you? For loop. So for loop has got three parts. The first part is initialization, the second part is condition, the third part is increment or decrement. Can we drop any one of them? Yes, you could drop everything. You can just have a blank. But let me now tell you how we can do this over here. What if I want to do initialization inside? Then what you do? You type this inside. And this also you want it inside. So cut it and do not put a semicolon. You need to put a comma. You need to put a comma. How this is read? This is read something like this. We have declared two variable I and j. We have declared a scanner object. Then in the for loop, the first part, accept the data for I. Second part, so hence I have put a comma. It is not a semicolon. When I want to do multiple initialization, what I have to do? I have to use a comma. Then j is equal to obj.nextEnd. So the initialization part ends over here. This is the initialization part. Then I say I less than equal to j and then come over here. So how does the for loop work? First part, second, sorry, made a mistake. First part, second part, condition, third part, display the data, fourth part, increment it, fifth one, check the condition, sixth part, display the value, seventh, increment, and so on. That means this is executed only and only once. This is displayed or this is accepted only and only once. So let me run this. 1 and 5. So what will happen? It will display 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. The condition I less than equal to z. If this condition is true, yes, 1 less than equal to 5. Display 1. I plus plus makes it 2. Is 2 less than equal to 5? Yes, display 2. I plus plus makes it 3. Is 3 less than equal to 5? Yes. Display 3, display 4, display 5. Are you with me? Yes, no. See, when you want to do multiple initialization, then we have to use a comma. When you have to use multiple increment or decrement, you could use a comma. For example, let's do something like this. Okay. Now, what is this? This is a multiple increment or decrement. I'm incrementing I, I'm incrementing j. So it cannot be a semicolon. It has to be a comma. The syntax of the for loop is something like this. Pay attention. For initialization, comma, condition, comma, increment or decrement. Increment or decrement. Now, if you want multiple initialization, then put a comma. If you want multiple condition, then you could use something like and some condition or some condition. And if you want multiple increment or decrement, say do something like this. Is it clear to you? For loop will have only two semicolons to separate initialization and to separate the condition. Multiple initialization are separated by comma. Multiple increment or decrement are separated by comma. Is it clear? With this into consideration, if I write something like this and if I have entered the value as 1 and 5, what should be the answer in this case? Let's put j over here. And instead of print, let's make it print line. So if I do something like this and if I entered 1 and 5, what should happen? It should display 1, 5. Straightforward. What is I? 1. What is j? 5. Is 1 less than equal to 5? Yes. Display 1 and 5. What does this I plus plus makes it? 2. What is the j minus minus makes it? 4. Is 2 less than equal to 4? Yes, display 2, 4. Okay, I plus plus 3, j minus minus 3. Is 3 less than equal to 3? Display 3 and 3. That's it. Next time what will happen? I will be 4, j will be 2. Is the condition true? No. Comes out. Are you with me? Yes, no? Okay, let's make life little bit miserable. Okay, let's see whether you understand this or not. This is matching, this is matching, this is matching. Okay, let's start. So let's make life a little bit difficult and try to understand this. What is I is equal to obj dot next int? 1. What is j is equal to obj dot next int? 5. What does initialization skip? Because I already have accepted the data over here. What is true? True means condition is true, so it should be executed. Because when I say I less than 10 or something like this, it will be either true or false. So I'm directly writing a true or false. And increment, decrement, I have skipped it. But I have put a brace over here, starting brace and ending brace. And in this, what I'm saying, if I equal to 2, then break. But what is my value of I? It is 1. It is 1, right? Uh, Instead of 1, let's make it 3 so that we get particular loop. What is this I plus plus and what is the j plus plus? Since this I is equal to 3 is false because I is 1, this will not be executed. Is SOP the part of the for loop? Yes, because of the braces. So what should be displayed? It will display 1 and it will display 5. Then what will happen? Control will come over here. Is it true? Yes, it is true. Is I equal to 3? No, because at this point post increment has made the value of I as 2. Is 2 equal to 3? No. So what will happen now? What will be displayed? It will display the value. Now because of this post increment, what should be displayed? It will display 6. Control goes back. Control goes back. Now what happens over here is this I plus plus will make the value, this is true. So this value will now be changed to 3. Is 3 equal to 3? Yes. So what does break do? Break should take us out of the loop. So which is the loop? This is the loop. So it will take you out. Okay. So let's do one thing. Let's run this and then let's make certain modification to it. Try this. Let's run it again. 1 and 5. So it is 1 5 and 2 6. 1 5 and 2 6. Done. Now let's do one thing. Let's remove this and let's put I plus plus over here. What is the output in this case now? Tell me. 1 minute given to you. So let's run it. 1 5. What is the answer we get? It is 2 5 and 3 5. So let's understand this. What is I? 1. What is J? 5. For true. So this will always be executed. E5 plus plus equal to 3. What is the value of I? 1. Is it equal to 3? No. So this will be skipped. When it comes over here, what should happen? The post increment should print the value as 2. Are we incrementing J? No. So it is still 5. It is still 5. Okay. Sorry, the value of 5. Now when we come back over here in the for loop, what is the value of 5? It has become 2. Why it has become 2? Because of this post increment, when we came over here, it displayed the value 2. So the same value is carry forwarded over here. Is 2 equal to 3? No. So what will happen? This plus plus will now increment the value of I, which is 3. J is not changed. Goes back. What is the value of I? 3. Is 3 equal to 3? Yes. What should break do? Break should take us out. Break should take us out. Is it clear? Let's try to understand this. The continue. So what is the job of the break? What is the job of the break? The job of the break is to take us out of that particular loop. What is the job of the continue? The continue takes you to the top of the loop. Sir, in Java, the if condition also implements the chain rather than just checking the condition. Satyam, what we are doing is we are incrementing or decrementing the values. Yes or no? So if it's a pre-decrement, it will decrement the value. Value of I is 1, the value of j is 5, is 1 less than equal to 5? Yes. So if I plus plus equal to 3, is this condition true? No. At this point it is 1. Yes or no? So what will happen? It won't execute this and it will display the value of I and j. So what should be the value of I? Should be now, it should be 2, and what should be j? It should be 5, right? So now it goes back. Is 2 less than equal to 5? Yes. Is 2 equal to 3? No. So when it comes down, what should be printing? 3 and 5. Goes back. Is 3 less than equal to 5? Yes. Is 3 equal to 3? Yes. So what will happen? This will not be executed. This continue will be true. Hence what will happen? It will take you. So this won't be executed. Okay, this won't be executed. So please remember, continue means don't execute any statement after continue. Simply take us to the top of the loop. That means it won't display this value. So when we go back over here, what is the value of I? It is 4. Is 4 less than equal to 5? Yes, display that particular value, and so on. So continue takes you to the top of the loop, and break takes us out of the loop. Break takes us out of the loop. So if I enter 1 and 5, then what should happen? it will display 2 5 3 5 4 5 is not displayed. 4 5 is not displayed because the condition was true, and it will display 5 5 and 6 5. If you have any doubts, I'm waiting for you for 2 minutes to type it in the chat window. I'll just give you 2 minutes. In the 2 minutes, if you have any doubts, you can ask. You can ask any question on while, you can ask any question on. The syntax of the for loop is semicolon, semicolon. Yes, the three parts should be separated by semicolon. Hence, compulsorily you have to add it. You cannot do something like this. It will be a syntax error. Any doubt? Okay. There is another loop called as do while loop. Do while means the condition is checked at the end. The condition is checked at the end. What do you mean by that? Let's understand. System dot out dot println I, and here I will write while I less than equal to a semicolon. Kindly do understand this. Do opening brace, system dot out dot println, closing brace, and then the condition. This is the condition. And the condition is terminated with semicolon. So this complete syntax is do opening brace, do not check the condition, straight away fall inside. Okay, display the value and increment and compare the value, but this will give me infinite value. So what I need to do, I need to increment the value of I need to increment the value of I. So let's run this and try to understand. I guess additional. So I entered the value of I as 1, I entered the value of J as 5, so it should display 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's see how it works. So do, what does do? Do will make the control fall in the loop. System.out.print I. So what should happen? It should display the value of I, which is 1. Then increment the value of 5, which is 2. Is 2 less than equal to 5? No. So what will happen? It will go on top. Come over here, display the value 2. I plus plus 3. Is 3 less than equal to 5? No. Go back, display the value as 3. I plus plus 4. Is 4 less than equal to 5? Yes. Go back and display the value 4. I plus plus 5. Is 5 less than equal to 5? Yes. Go back, display the value of 5 as 5. I plus plus 6. Is 6 less than equal to 5? No. So in case of do while, the condition is checked right at the end. What is the significance of this? Let's see this. What is the value of I? 100. What is the value of J? 10. And see what happens. What is the value of I? 100. What is the value of J? 10. Since the condition is not checked at the top, what will happen? It will fall inside. What should be displayed? The value of I, which is 100. I plus plus makes it 101. Is 101 less than equal to 10? No, comes out. So this do while loop will be executed at least once. The do while loop will be executed at least once. Any doubt? Any doubt? Okay. Do system.out.print I. What is the value of I? 1. I plus plus 2. Check the condition later. Is 2 less than equal to 5? Yes. Display the value of I, which is 2. I plus plus 3. Is 3 less than equal to 5? Yes. So do not check the condition at the top. Check the condition at the end. Have you understood this? Yes, no. Okay. Chalo, let's have a small test. The first question, what will be the output of the following code? 2 minutes have been given to you. Let's understand this. Pay attention now. What is the value of counter? It is 0. Is counter greater than 4? No, so it won't execute this. Is counter equal to 0? Yes. So remember, counter is 0. Yes or no? So what will happen? Since the first if was false, it came over here. Counter is 0. So counter plus plus should make it 1. And what should continue do? Continue should not execute these lines. Continue should take you top. Right? So comes over here while true. So Is counter which is 1 greater than 4? No. Is counter equal to 0? No. So what will display? 1 and then a comma. Counter plus plus 2. Is 2 greater than 4? No. Is counter equal to 0? No. So it should display 2. Counter plus plus 3. Is 3 greater than 4? No. Is counter equal to 0? No. So this should display 3. Counter plus plus equal to 4. Yes. Is counter greater than 4? No. Is counter equal to 0? No. So it display 4. Counter plus plus 5. Is 5 greater than 4? Yes. So it should break. Break should take you out. Break should take you out. Break should take us out. Is it clear to you? So program can have break as well as continue in a single code. Continue takes you to the top, break takes us out. Any doubt in this? In case you have, kindly type it over here. Yes, no. Since there is no output, I guess it is clear to you. Okay, let's understand the do while loop. What is age? 20. Do age plus plus. See, kindly pay attention. This is an example of a do while loop. That means condition is not checked at the top. Age is equal to 20. Age plus plus makes it 21. While age less than 20. Is 21 less than 20? No, it is not. So what will happen? It will come here and display the age, which is 21. Is it clear to you? Vinay, is it clear to you? Do while loop. Okay. So now this is a very tricky question. Okay, very tricky question. I do not want you to answer before 2 minutes. What they have done, you see, I is 1, j is 1. There is a while loop. While loop starts over here, ends over here. This particular while loop has got another loop, and which is that? It's a do while loop. It's a do while loop. Clear? So we have a outer loop as a while. We have a inner loop as a do while loop. Okay, so I want you to have a pen and paper. Do the dry run of this and write down the answer in the chat window. I'll be giving you exactly 2 minutes. Okay, let's understand this now, step by step. At this point, what is the value of I? 1. What is the value of J? 1. So control falls inside. Okay, this is the inner loop. That means now this inner loop will be continuously executed. Do, that means do not check the condition, straight away come over here. What should be printed? It should print the value 1. J plus plus makes it 2. At this point, the condition is checked. Is 2 less than 4? Yes, 2 is less than 4. Will control come here? Yes. Print the value 2. Plus plus makes it 3. Is 3 less than 4? Yes. What will happen? It will print the value. It will, sorry. Is 3 less than 4? Yes. Let's write it over here. So print the value, which is 3. Which is 3. Plus plus makes it 4. Is 4 less than 4? Condition is false. That means now this loop is over. I plus plus. I plus plus now makes it 2. I plus plus now makes it 2. Okay. So kindly pay attention. This inner loop was already over because the value of j was 4. I plus plus makes it 2. Control goes back. What is the value of I? It is 2. Okay. Is it less than 3? Yes, it's less than 3. Control goes over here. Control goes over here. Prints the value of j. You may ask what is the value of j. Look at the last one when the condition was false. It was 4. Is 4 less than 4? No. Hence we came over here. So the last value of j was 4. So that will be printed. J plus plus makes it 5. J plus plus makes it 5. Is 5 less than 4? No. 5 is not less than 4. I plus plus makes it 3. Is 3 less than 3? No. Hence the output is 1, 2, 3, 4. Hence the output is 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it clear to you? Any doubts student has? Okay. What will be the output of the following program? What is the value of score? It's 1. So condition is true. Display 1. Is 1 greater than 3? No. Score plus plus makes it 2. This is true. So it will display 2. Is 2 greater than 3? No. Score plus plus makes it 3. Display 3. Is 3 greater than 3? No. Score plus plus makes it 4. Display 4. Is 4 greater than 3? Yes. Break will take you out. Break will take you out. Okay, it seems some of the students have doubt in the previous example. Kindly pay attention. One more time I'll explain. What is the value of I? 1. What is the condition? Is 1 less than equal to, is 1 less than 3? Yes. So we have an inner loop over here. We have an inner loop. Print the value of j. What is the value of j? It is 1. It is 1. J plus plus makes it 2. Because j on the top was 1. Is 2 less than 4? Yes, 2 is less than 4. it won't come here. Why? Because we are executing the inner loop. Control comes here, prints the value of I as j as 2. B plus plus makes it 3. Is 3 less than 4? Yes, 3 is less than 4. So what will happen? It will print the value of j. What is the value of j? It is 3. J plus plus makes it 4. Remember, is 4 less than 4? No. So this inner loop is over. This execution of the inner loop is over. I plus plus. What does I plus plus makes it now? I plus plus was 2. So is 2 less than 3? Yes, 2 is less than 3. So control comes here. Displays the value of j. What is the last value of j when it was false? It was 4. Displayed. J plus plus makes it 5. Is 5 less than 4? No. Come out. I plus plus now makes it 3. Is 3 less than 3? No. So control comes out. I hope it is clear to you. Okay, so that will be the end of the today's session. Okay, tomorrow we'll continue with the nested loops. Tomorrow we are going to continue with the nested loop. You all can leave. Thank you. If yes, if the while condition is true, then I plus plus will be executed every time.